Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy. So I'm reading the comments again. I don't know why I even bother, but here's one from Dan Griffin. Danny boy, you, the driver, have some serious issues. Okay. I mean, we all have issues. I don't know how serious they are. That's a pretty subjective term there. Police pull over multiple people a day and never know what situation could come up next. Yeah, that's the problem. They impede people's freedom multiple times a day for victimless crimes. That's the whole point of the video. And they wouldn't have to worry about what's going to come up next if they just stuck to their oath to the Constitution and only responded to stuff where there's victims or damages. Police work. Acting the way you did makes police officers not feel safe. So, acting within the law doesn't make police officers feel safe. So, police don't feel safe when people obey the law. That's what you're saying. Okay. Have you ever thought what it's like from their perspective? Yes. I could never put on a uniform every day and a gun and multiple weapons and go out and steal people's money who haven't done anything to anybody. So yes, I've thought about that perspective. And to me, that's like, I could do that now and I would be considered a thief. But if I did that with a costume on, I'd be considered a hero. So if that's the perspective you're talking about, yeah, I've thought about it. And I'm not into stealing peaceful people's money for no reason. That's not my thing. Okay? So if that's the perspective you're talking about, then yeah, I've thought about it. Let's be clear. You are baiting police. Okay, this is the most idiotic thing in the world. So this is from my police when I got stopped for speeding 65 and a 50 when I was really doing about 54. I'm getting tired of this I'm baiting police. I'm going 54 miles per hour in a straight line. Going to work, from work. I was in the act of working. That's another one for you people who say, what if someone came to your job and blah, 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 blah. I was at my job and they impeded me from doing my job and they took my pay from that job. So, I'm not baiting anyone, dummy. I was driving in a straight line to work, from work. I was working. So, how am I baiting? You have to be a special kind of idiot. I've been pulled over 4 times in the last 10 years. And just because I videotape them all, people think I am the one baiting police. So here we go. After not answering, if you have a firearm in the car and being in a-hole, you're supposed to put an, like A-N there. Okay, first of all, having a firearm is not illegal. Secondly, I didn't have to roll my window down at all, but I showed him the courtesy and did it so he can hear me. I don't have to speak to him at all. That's the law. FS 322.15. And then he says, I escalated the situation. No, I showed courtesy by rolling down my window. I showed courtesy by speaking when I didn't have to speak. And then he escalated the situation by unlawfully asking me or telling me that I have to roll down my window, by unlawfully telling me that, lying and telling me I had to answer his questions, and then by escalating by asking me if I have a firearm. If I'm pulled over for speeding, write the speeding ticket and have a nice day. I'm not there to be your friend. Do you understand, dummy? You're here to steal my money under threat of violence, and what, you want respect too? If you weren't wearing the costume, you'd be considered a carjacker. You understand that, right? Minus the costume, you're a carjacker. Put on a costume, you're a hero, right? Wrong. There are a few dishonest cops out there, but you just proved 99% of the problem is educating people on how to deal with police respectfully. There's a few dishonest cops out there. A few dishonest cops. See, when people don't have an argument, they say things like very vague things like, I have serious issues, and there's a few dishonest cops. If there was just a few dishonest cops, all the auditors and I would have no content. How can I? I have content that I've screenshotted from months ago that I can't get to. I have people sending me stuff day after day after day, multiple times a day. These few dishonest cops sure make a lot of content for the internet. Bro, you're brainwashed, dude. Let's be honest. How to deal with police respectfully. How about a course where police learn how to deal with the people who pay them respectfully? And not try to be a bully every day. Take a course that might save your life one day. In other words, I need to take a course on how to learn how to bootlick, become a bootlicker, so I don't get killed by one of these boot wearers. That's good advice, Dan Griffin. Do you give rape victims the same advice? Take a course on how to respect your rapist. And he might just rape you and not kill you. It could save your life. Dan Griffin. Rape victim philosopher. Alright, that's enough. Thanks for watching. YouTube's being a punk, man. I have an idea. I'm going to run it by you guys. See what you think. Anyway, go to Etsy.com and type in John's Coin Rings, all one word. Join if you want to join. Subscribe. I love you. Bye.